So welcome students. इस क्वेश्चन में दिया है f of x is x minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 1, 2x square minus 2 if x is less than 1, and g of x is x plus 1 if x is greater than 0 and minus x square plus 1 if x is less than or equal to 0. h of x is mod x. So you're asked to find limit x tends to 0 f of g of h of x. So a composite function का limit is being asked. So you can see that these are piecewise defined functions. So piecewise defined functions के लिए हम एक बार right limit calculate करेंगे, left limit calculate करेंगे. We'll see whether both are equal or not. So first, limit x tends to 0 plus f of g of h of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus x going to 0 plus. So f of g of my h of x is always equal to mod x. ठीक है, my h of x is not a piecewise defined function, वो मैं directly substitute कर सकता हूँ. That is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus. आप देख सकते हैं x अगर 0 plus में जा रहे हैं तो mod x also tends to 0 plus. Mod x is same as x. Mod x tends to 0 plus. सही है? So mod x is same as x, f of g of x. That is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus f of, देखिए x अगर 0 plus में है, that is slightly greater than 0, that is, so g of x कितना होगा? x plus 1 हो जाएगा. So f of x plus 1. That is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus, अगर x 0 प्लस में जा रहे हैं, x प्लस 1 कहाँ जाएगा? 1 प्लस में जाएगा. सो 1 प्लस नंबर गोज इनटू f. ये दोनों में कौन सा फंक्शन काम करेगा? 1 प्लस में दिस फंक्शन विल वर्क. सो दैट इज इक्वल टू लिमिट x टेंड्स टू 0 प्लस f of x plus 1 is x plus 1 minus 1. So f of x is x minus 1. So f of x plus 1 is x plus 1 minus 1. 1 and minus 1 are getting cancelled. That is equal to 0. So limit x tends to 0 plus f of g of h of x is 0. Now let us calculate. Limit x tends to 0 minus f of g of h of x. That is equal to limit x tends to 0 minus f of g of h of x is nothing but mod x. That is equal to limit x tends to 0 minus f of g of, अगर x 0 minus में है, that is x is negative, so mod x क्या होगा? minus x होगा. So that is equal to limit x tends to 0 minus f of, so as x tends to 0 minus x कहाँ जाएगा? minus x tends to 0 plus. So minus x 0 से ज्यादा होगा क्योंकि x is less than 0. So g of minus x के लिए again यही फंक्शन काम करेगा. So you get g of minus x is equal to minus x plus 1. So that is equal to limit x tends to 0 minus. So आप again देखिए, अगर x 0 minus में जा रहा है, so minus x कहाँ जाएगा? 0 plus में जाएगा. उसको 1 ऐड किया तो if you add 1 to it, you get 1 plus slightly greater than 1. So if this number is slightly greater than 1, कौन सा फंक्शन काम करेगा? ये वाला फंक्शन काम करेगा. So that is minus x plus 1 minus 1. So again plus 1 and minus 1 are getting cancelled. Limit x tends 0 minus x, again 0. So meaning is limit x tends to 0 plus f of g of h of x is 0. Limit x tends to 0 minus f of g of h of x is also equal to 0. Hence, right limit is equal to left limit. Hence, the value of the limit is 0. Thank you.